A very good morning, children. So this video is a continuation on chapter 2, Life of Man through the Stone Age, class 6, History. Now let us study nomadic lifestyle. Now what does nomadic mean? Nomadic means the people who wander from place to place in search of food, clothing and shelter, okay? Food, clothing and shelter. What is a lifestyle? Means how the people lives, okay? So we are studying about this topic, okay? The Paleolithic man was always in search of food and shelter, because this Paleolithic man, last time I told you, they were hunters and gatherers. And he also did not build houses, like permanent houses or temporary houses. So in order to protect themselves, or in order to shield themselves from danger of wild animals and bad weather, okay, they lived in rock shelters, okay, or caves, or slept on trees by building small shelter, okay, in the middle of the leafy branches of a tree. So in the nomadic lifestyle, we are also learning about food of these people, okay. So as you know, this Paleolithic man, okay, were hunter and gatherers. So food gathering and okay hunting was their main occupation or main job, okay, and basically they depended on the nature or environment, that is the physical world, for food or food supply, like wild fruits, nuts and berries, okay. During this period they did not have knowledge about agriculture, therefore they basically depended on nature for the food. And fire also, they did not have any knowledge about fire, so they lived or ate, okay, raw flesh, or what we call uncooked food, or raw means, okay, basically kacho means uncooked food, okay, uncooked food, okay. So they ate raw flesh of wild animals, bird and fishes and vegetables that grew wildly in the jungle. So they depended on these things. Now after food, okay, what kind of clothing they wore, okay. So we are moving on to clothing, okay, in the nomadic lifestyle. The Paleolithic man, okay, at first we come to know that they did not wear any clothes. Gradually, slowly, he started covering his body with leaves, bark of trees. Now, bark of trees means the outside covering of the tree, okay, that is called rukko, okay, bokra. In Nepali, we call it, okay, bark of trees, and animal skin to protect himself from rain, heat, as well as cold. Later, he began to make clothes by stitching animal skin. So when he learned, okay, what kind of clothes he should wear in order to protect himself from rain, heat and cold, he started stitching, okay, clothes made of animal skin with needles made of bones. So the meat he ate, okay, after hunting, the bones were used as needles or fish hook also, okay. For amusement or recreation, he made petroglyphs, okay. So during his leisure time, during the time when he was not doing anything, okay, so what was his favorite pastime was, okay, he made petroglyphs, okay, he made petroglyphs, P-E-T-R-O, petro, G-L-Y-P-S, glyphs, okay, or glyph. What does petro means? Petro means, okay, of rocks or relating to rocks. Petroglyphs are prehistoric art or art form, okay, or images created by removing part of the rock, okay, outside covering of the rock surface by carving. So petroglyph means carving. It is basically different from pictoglyph. Last time only I told you what is pictoglyph, okay, pictographic, okay, pictographic means, okay, pictographic means, picto means picture. So I told you, okay, pictographic means picture image, okay. So pictographic is different from petroglyph, okay, remember that. Now we are moving on to the most important heading, okay, subheading, that is known as discovery of fire. Okay, so DISCOVERY, discovery of fire. The second subheading that we are going to study today. The discovery of fire was a major achievement or most important event of the Paleolithic man. So discovery of fire happened during the Paleolithic age only. Ability to make fire was the most important discovery of the Old Stone Age. Now, Old Stone Age is also known as Paleolithic Age because it marked the end of the Old Stone Age. So, by the discovery of fire, it marked the end of Old Stone Age and beginning of New Stone Age. I am coming to this point later on. Okay, this New Stone Age is also known as Neolithic Age, that you will study after, okay, Mesolithic Age. Okay, now the ability to make fire basically was the most important event or discovery of the Old Stone Age because it marked the end of the Old Stone Age and the beginning of the New Stone Age. Though you can say that this fire was discovered by chance or good luck. Once, while making stone tools, when they were making tools for hunting, okay, man might have rubbed, okay, or man might have clicked two stones, and when they clicked two stones, okay, what happened? Let's learn about that. While making tools, okay, or hunting instruments, okay, man might have rubbed two stones that produce a spark, a light, okay, when you are clicking the two stones together, and when this spark basically touched the dry leaves, okay, it burned into flames. And this flame is known as fire. So the fire was discovered by chance. This accidental discovery of fire changed the early man's life for the better. He started using fire for safety, survival, and cooking. So what kind of safety we are talking about? This means that he started using fire to cook food or roast meat, to keep himself warm during winter season, to light up the dark caves, okay? So in your room, when during the night also, okay, you basically switch on the light. Why you are doing that? To light up your room. So these people use fire to light up the dark caves and to keep wild animals at bay. B-A-Y, bay, means to frighten off wild animals, okay, by keeping fire burning at the entrance of the cave, okay. Now we are moving on to the next age known as the Mesolithic Age after the discovery of fire. The second age that we are learning here is Mesolithic Age. Okay. Now let us learn of the Mesolithic Age, which lasted from 10,000 BCE. Okay. It lasted from 10,000 BCE. It started from 10,000 BCE to 8,000 BCE. And has been described as a period of change. So this Mesolithic Age brought change in or growth or development in the Paleolithic man, okay, which led to the beginning of the next phase of growth or development known as Neolithic Age. Okay, after Mesolithic Age came the Neolithic Age. Since this period lies midway between the Paleolithic and Neolithic period, okay, so you can see Paleolithic period was the first period, okay, Paleolithic Age, then, okay, here is the Neolithic Age. In the middle, which age is there? It is known as the Mesolithic Age. It is known as the Mesolithic Age, which is also known as Middle, okay, Stone Age. This is known as Old Stone Age. Are you getting my point? So Mesolithic age is also known as Middle Stone Age. But as you can see, the Mesolithic period was much shorter than the Paleolithic age. For most of this period, okay, man continued to be food gatherers. During this period also, their main occupation was gathering food. Okay, it was probably during the end of the Mesolithic period, that is during 8000 BCE. Okay, during the end of the Mesolithic age, okay, that man or Paleolithic man, okay, who were food gatherers and hunters, basically learnt about agriculture or cultivation or growing of crops. When man observed that when seed, okay, during the Mesolithic age, agriculture started, okay. So when man observed seed that fell on the ground and received water, they grew into plants that basically gave them grains or bore grains, that is known as anaj. Beside hunting and gathering food, now he can grow crops. So their main occupation in the Paleolithic age was only gathering food and hunting. But now, when they have learned about agriculture in the Mesolithic age, now beside hunting and gathering, they also know how to grow crops and also domesticate animals, also tame animals or keep animals for milk and milk products, as well as meat, skin and bones. Why they domesticated animals? Because, okay, grains do not supplement, okay, the entire, okay, what we call food chain. Meat also is necessary. Meat also is necessary, as well as milk and milk products. So in order to, okay, get the milk and milk products, they started domesticating animals. And in this way, slowly they stopped hunting animals or gathering food, okay. These changes brought man towards a new lifestyle, okay. That lifestyle was known as settled lifestyle, okay, where they, okay, they did farming as well as domestication of animals. Now, during the Mesolithic age, we also come to know about tools and weapons, okay. So, tools and weapons. We also learn about tools and weapons during the Mesolithic age, okay. The main feature of this age was the wide use of, okay, advanced or what we call developed tools called microliths. So in the Mesolithic age, the tools and weapons were called microliths. Last time we studied about macroliths, no? Microliths. These tools were extremely small in size, but sharper and more efficient because they were light, okay, than the tools that were used during the Paleolithic age, which was big, crude, okay, tools, okay. So in the Paleolithic age, the tools were called macroliths, okay, which was used during the Paleolithic age. But during the Mesolithic age, it was known as microliths. The word micro is made up of two words. Micro means, okay, micro. So micro means what? Small, okay. And liths means lithos, which is also known as stone. So small stone tools were used during the Mesolithic age, okay. So heavy tools gave way to smaller tools during this period, okay. Like arrowheads, spearheads, saws and knives were used. So arrowheads and spearheads, the tip of the arrow was made of stone. The tip of the spear was made of stone, and saw means a hand tool for cutting the wood, were used during this time. The Mesolithic age gave way to the Neolithic age around 8000 BCE. So after 8000 BCE, another age came. That age is known as Neolithic age. So the third age which we are studying here is known as Neolithic age. NEO, Neolithic age, okay. So this Neolithic age started from 8000 BCE to, okay, 4000 BCE, okay. Now you can see the sequence. After Mesolithic age came the Neolithic age. In the Greek language, that is in the Latin language, neo, N-E-O, neo means what? Neo means new. Neo means new. And lithic, lithic means lithos, means lithic means L-I-T-H-O-S. Lithos means stone. So it is also called the New Stone Age. The New Stone Age or the Neolithic Age lasted from 8000 BCE to 4000 BCE. During this period, man developed or grew from food gatherers to food producers. So in the Neolithic Age, what was the main advancement was, food gatherers, I'm writing on the blackboard first, to food, food producers, P-R-O-D-U-C-E-R-S, producers. Now, during the Paleolithic age and in the middle of the Mesolithic age, they were basically food gatherers. After the discovery of agriculture, now they started producing food. So it is said that, during this period, man advanced from a food gatherer to a food producer. He made further progress in agriculture when he learned to identify different types of crops or seed and basically, place them in the ground. That is known as sow, S-O-W, sow, At first, he depended on the rainfall, that is nature, to water his plant. But later on, he began to irrigate or, water his crops with the help of water, brought from the rivers and lakes. He grew crops like, corn, makai, wheat and millets. So his main, grains that was grown on the field was basically corn, wheat and millets. The stone tools used during this period was also sharper and much smaller in size than the tools that was used in the Paleolithic age as well as in the Mesolithic age. They were well shaped and also polished tools. Polished means shiny tools. This includes tools like axes for clearing the forest for agriculture or clearing the land, sticks which were used for digging the soil in order to grow the crops or place the seed inside the ground, and sickles were used. Now, hasia, sickles were used to harvest the crops. Harvest means to gather a crop when the crop has become mature or ripened, In India, the remains of wheats and lentils, belonging to the Neolithic age have been found at Chiran, that is in Bihar, and of horse gram at Tekalakota in Karnataka. So you can see lots of grains were basically found buried by the archaeologists, in these places, and these grains were basically of wheat and lentils. Hope you find this lesson useful. Thank you for listening. Basic